Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Healing Conversations with Coach Vee. That's me, Coach Vee, certified life coach and personal growth expert with SVM Initiatives, LLC. So, as you know, the premise of the show is to invite people out who've had a particular challenge in life, and then they come on and share with us their personal healing journey. So today we have something and someone very special. Today as my guest, I have a certified martial arts expert. His name is Tim Cisco, founder of Cincy Martial Arts. Tim, welcome to the space.
Oh, Coach Vee, thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for making it happen. I'm so excited to talk to you. Just to give the audience a little background, we met last year.
Yes.
We both assisted with a workshop retreat of sorts for the Girl Scouts of Western Ohio, and we chatted up a bit at lunch, and boom, you agreed to come on the show.
Yes.
So thank you so much for making the time to come out today. As we talked about, we want to basically talk about your personal healing journey, and the steps that you took, the hurdles you overcame, so that people know exactly who you are. But before we get to that, can you take a few minutes and just introduce yourself to the viewers on TV and on the YouTube channel?
Yes. Well, as mentioned, my name is Tim Cisco. I founded Cincy Martial Arts, which is a recently opened studio on the east side of Cincinnati. I've been studying martial arts for 25 years, and although I don't look it, I am 30.
Right.
But for 25 years, I've been studying martial arts, practicing. I spent the first good 17 years of that studying specifically Shorin-ryu.
Okay.
That's where I got my first black belt in.
Okay.
That's Japanese karate style.
Yeah, break it down for us.
Based out of Okinawa.
Okay. All right.
After that, I spent some time running a studio out in Loveland. Transferred to another one after that, which was a mixed martial arts studio where I got to meet experts from all sorts of different fields. Everything from jiu-jitsu, aikido, taekwondo, kung fu. And it was a wonderful experience. I learned a lot from these guys. And I got to sort of augment and help that onto my Shorin-ryu training to really understand what's going on in just the human form and physics in motion. It's wonderful experience.
Okay. I'm excited. So it's kind of funny because when you were telling me the styles you were certified in, I said, you say the names because I didn't want to mess them up. So thank you so much for correctly pronouncing them for the audience. So now we have a little bit of background about how you are. I always tell my clients as well as the audience that in order to understand who you are today, we have to get a little perspective of where you came from, right? We can appreciate that more. So would you mind giving us a little insight about who Tim prior to certification was or what challenges you've had in life?
Absolutely. When I was a kid, I was very shy.
Okay.
It was debilitating, honestly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I couldn't speak to family members. I'd sit at home and I'd kind of reserve myself back into the corner and just kind of, my mom would even draw little finger faces on my fingers, so I'd have my little finger puppets.
Aww.
And basically those were my friends when I was a kid. Just because I didn't know how to talk to people.
Right.
I got involved with the martial arts in first grade.
Okay.
It was an after-school program in the gymnasium, and I loved Power Rangers. I loved the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Those guys, they're cool. They
I had
can
a
get
crush
out
on the
there.
Green Ranger back in the day.
Oh, who didn't? But I wanted to be like them.
Okay.
So I got involved in the martial arts, and it really helped me get out of my shell.
Okay.
I remember one instance where my shihan, my master, at the time, he'd have me doing sparring, where we'd get into the ring and kind of fight with somebody else, and it was always formalized. There was no danger, but you've got someone right in front of you who's throwing punches and kicks and these things, and it can be very scary. Well, what he did, because of my situation, he knew me very well. He actually pit me against 2 adults.
Okay. In first grade?
This was probably around middle school. So I was a little older, maybe 12, 13 years old.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I'd been there for a little while. And he said, go. Fight these two guys who were double my size. One of them was a weightlifter. I mean, these guys were huge.
Wow, okay.
I was petrified.
Right.
But my master kept on me. Go. They're going to keep punching in the head. They're going to keep knocking you down.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get up, stand up for yourself, have that confidence, fight back, get angry. Let your emotions come up to the surface. And as soon as I did, I was able to stand up and fight and dodge, and I could actually get it done.
Okay.
At the end of that, I felt so good about myself, and not being afraid of my emotions, not being afraid of, well, what could happen. Because even the inaction had consequence, and that was loneliness. So being inactive left me pretty sad a lot of time.
Okay, so you mastered your bob and weave.
So.
Okay, so when you were pushed per se, or encouraged to go up against the adults, what was going through your 13, 14-year-old mind besides being petrified? What was the shift that said, okay, let me handle this, let me get this done and defend myself?
It was to make it stop.
Right. Okay.
I was tired of getting pushed down. It had been going on for what felt like forever.
Right.
And I knew my master was not going to let it stop. He was not going to let up. He wasn't going to let me skate by and just, oh no, it's enough. You don't go too hard on him.
Right.
Don't treat me like a child, like a baby. So I knew I had to do something on my own.
Okay.
I couldn't rely on someone else to sweep in and save the day for me.
Right. So it seems like it was more of a self-empowering type of exercise for you. So after you probably were exhausted and beat up a little bit and defended yourself, how did that exercise end?
Very well. And it ends the same way it starts. Anytime we're doing sparring, we start with a bow and we finish with a bow.
Right, okay.
I just show respect for our partners when we start. Hey, I'm here. I don't want to hurt you. We're both here to learn. And then at the end, hey, if you were hurt, I didn't mean to. I hope you're okay.
Right.
Now let's stay friends afterwards.
Okay. So that experience obviously didn't deter you from continuing to pursue martial arts. Is that correct? Did you take a break or you continued on?
After that, I didn't take a break.
Okay.
There were times in my life where I did have to take small breaks because of family situations or funds, stuff like that. There are things that pull you, from side to side, but it always really called to me. I always got drawn back to it.
Okay.
So I was never gone for very long.
Okay. So what part where did the certifications came from? Like what happened in life? What transition? What made you say, I want to teach this? Like what's all the juicy bits?
Well, I learned when I was early on, probably about my early teen years, I really got a feel and taste for teaching.
Okay.
I liked that coaching.
Right.
This is one of the things that, again, helped me bring me out of my shell, because I knew that once I got to an advanced rank, one of those high-level belts before black belt, and one of the requirements is that you start helping and you coach new students.
Sure.
The white belts are coming in.
That makes sense. Okay.
And show them how it's done. And that boosts self-confidence in a way that a lot of other things can't. Because now you are the expert, and you've got this person looking up to you like, oh wow, what do you know? And their imagination blows up, and suddenly you are that person you used to do that to. And like, wow, I'm pretty cool, huh?
Yes.
All right. And I loved that feeling. I loved the feeling of imparting my knowledge to somebody else and seeing their growth and sort of overcoming those same moments.
Absolutely. That's one of the things that got me into the coaching field, because I overcame, as most of us have, some challenging life situations, and I knew that in order to properly heal, I had to be able to teach per se, or give back to others who may be struggling. And it kind of seems like you had that same type of energy when you said, hey, I want to be able to teach and people look up to me and feel empowered. Would you say that's pretty accurate? Or yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So as an adult, back up. As a child, we know that you were shy and that martial arts helped you come out of that. What type of challenges might you have had as an adult that martial arts helped you come out of?
Well, I had a few years ago, I was engaged to a woman, and it ended poorly.
Okay.
Ultimately, I ended up homeless. living out of my car, sleeping on couches for a couple of months.
Wow, okay.
While I was figuring things out, because I had invested everything into this previous life. The martial arts gave me purpose.
Okay.
Something that could take my mind off of things. We have this thing called kata, which are preset forms. They're a sequence of moves that are always going to be the same.
Okay.
However, every time you run them, they may differ in the speed or intensity.
Sure. Okay.
And it's used for focusing and centering oneself.
Okay. Okay.
So I'd run my kata every day to sort of block out all those negative thoughts, the depression, the anger, the frustration. And I could put all that stuff on a shelf, go practice, find some peace. And then once I had peace, I could take one item off the shelf, address this. How am I going to make some money? How am I going to get more education? I need to make friends. How am I going to build my social life? I could itemize each of those problems.
I love the point that you took the time to explain that first you took care of Tim. Whether it was running your, is it kata?
Yes.
Okay. Whether it was running your kata, while you shelved life happening, as I call it, you got yourself centered. I love that you use that verbiage because that's one of the things I teach my clients. Now, not from kata because I don't know nothing about that, but I do teach about journaling, about meditation, certain words of peace like Om, so I do teach those things, but whatever brings you peace and centers you, that's healthy, I'm all for it. Because once your mind is clear, then you can, with a clear head, address life. So like you said, you would take an item off the shelf, deal with and address that, and boom, next item. But as you saw fit, you did your kata and make sure that Tim was good. So for those who are watching, can you explain to us, when you took those steps, how did that make you feel? How did that empower you when you started to center and then start taking these items off the shelf? Like, I want them to really understand, like, okay, what Tim did.
It may give me the sense of control.
Yes.
When tragedy happens, and our lives are going to be full of that. There's a constant ebb and flow of good times and bad times.
Always.
And there's going to be these spots where we're at the bottom. So almost hit rock bottom. But there's always that uptick.
Yep.
The thing about life is the only thing that's going to start you coming back up is you.
Yes. Say that again, Tim. I'm sorry. say that for the people in the back who got a snack and came back in. Say that again for me.
The only thing bringing you back up is you.
It's you. Yes.
If you sit there and wallow, it's like, oh, the world's out to get me. I can't do it. It's so hard. Wallowing doesn't help. Wallowing is maintaining this bottom level. You're stagnating. You're just kind of holding the status quo. The things that we do when we take action will create more effect.
Yes.
Whether this is positive action or negative action.
Yes.
Picking up a bottle, that's negative action. That's going to bring you further down. But if you exercise, get out of the house, go for a walk, be out in nature, say hi to a stranger. These are things that are going to broaden your horizons, either socially, physically. Pick up a book, read something. Try and build something new.
Yes. Yeah. I'm just loving it. I'm loving it. One of the concepts that I teach clients one-on-one or that I teach in workshops is a formula called E plus R equals O. So E is the event, R is the response, not the reaction, but the response, and O is the outcome. So the event, I can't control that.
No.
But my response, I can choose, in your example, to pick up a bottle, which could be a negative response, or I could choose to exercise or journal or practice kata if I know about that. And that in turn affects how I view the outcome. So I love the fact that you were touching on those elements from your standpoint, because I think it's something important for the people at home, the people on their computer, to learn and process that, because ultimately at the end of the day, you're in control. Again, not the event, but how you respond to it, you're definitely in control. Tim, Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. So once you transitioned from the challenge of basically starting over, I guess, you know, from being homeless and having a relationship end in a negative way, you stated that martial arts and your practices there helped you regain control and get Tim back where he needs to be. So with that being said, when you overcame those things, what propelled you forward? What did you do next?
So after I sort of took the items off the shelf and started rebuilding, I noticed my life becoming much better, and honestly better than it was before that ending. I finished out my college, so I got 2 college degrees.
Okay, congratulations.
I was promoted at the studio that I was in, which was Pro Martial Arts at the time. I was their head instructor, so I was running the deck and sort of like what the curriculum is and teaching students. But I was promoted to office manager, studio director as well. So I sort of took over all the daily operations from marketing to teaching, special events. I took on more responsibilities. And through that, well, that's how I met you.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. We were giving back. We were doing our part to impart into the Girl Scouts. So I have a petty question. I'm letting you know it's a petty question. When you reinvented yourself and discovered that your life was much better, to use your words, it was much better, did you reach out or just make sure that she knew that you was on top?
No.
Okay, so you just kept it moving.
Right.
Okay.
Because that relationship ended. There was no need to. There was no purpose behind it. By reaching back into the past, especially those darker moments, all you're doing is inviting that darkness back to the present.
Yes.
And that's where it was. That's where it can be. It can live where it lives.
Yes. I tell people all the time, again, whether it's individual in a group setting, that what you think about and what you think about, you bring about. Or another way of saying it, where attention goes, energy flows. So by you even sharing that, no, this was in the past, it was concluded, I left it where it was, so you were able to focus on all the awesome stuff that was happening in your life without revisiting the past, because it's called the past for a reason. So I really do appreciate you sharing that with the audience. So in the work that you do present day with Cincy Martial Arts, I want to make sure I say it correctly, how do you help your client? Are they called clients?
Yes, well, the parents would be the clients, and the children would be the students.
Okay.
Or,
how do you
members.
help the students heal?
So for the students, I'd like to take a bit of a hands-on approach if they have problems. Maybe they have a bully at school, or they're like me, they were shy.
Right.
I always keep my office door open. They're always welcome to come talk to me, sit down. Mom and dad can be there if they would rather mom and dad be outside. It's their call.
Right.
But I'll help them with some advice, tell them, this is something you could do to help the situation. Of course, if it's really big, if it's something massive, I'll have mom and dad come in as well, just to make sure they're on board with it. But ultimately, I do really help advise the martial arts. I think it helps us center ourselves. A healthy body creates a healthy mind.
Always.
If our spirit is constantly fighting physical ailments, really overweight and your body's got to pull all that weight around, it's stressful on the system. If you're not used to the stairs at work even, and that wins you, that's another stressor in your day-to-day.
Yes.
So if your body can be fit, it's not worried about these little inconveniences.
Correct.
Going up the stairs, running around everywhere for work, or especially at school where the kids are walking around these giant campuses nowadays. I know when I came up, campuses were fairly small. You could walk in 30 seconds. My next class is just down the hall.
True.
Our kids, they have to go, sometimes a quarter mile is the distance between one class and the other.
Yep.
And that's a cardio workout.
In a very small amount of time.
Yeah. And if they got to get there, sit down at their desk, and they're winded, they're not going to be able to listen to the lesson. They're going to be worried about, okay, hold on.
They're not ready to learn.
Wait, what page are we on? They're not in the moment anymore.
Correct.
So, staying fit, running your forms, practicing, doing your push-ups, creates that strength of body to let the spirit and the mind do what they need to do.
Cool beans. So the children that you've impacted so far, whether it's from shyness, whether it's from challenges with the bully, challenges at home, because we know our kids experience a lot of different things. Can you just quickly, I guess, just tell us how you help them heal or the feedback that they give to you?
Yeah, I actually have 2 students in particular that I'm very proud of. One is, I can share his first name, John.
Okay.
Keep his last name
Sure.
private for the family.
Sure.
But John has some developmental issues. He had surgery when he was very young.
Okay.
And there were some complications. He lost some oxygen to his brain. So he has some issues with not comprehension, but communication and retention.
Okay.
He came to us as a white belt. Not the best coordination, but I worked with him closely. I actually set him up in weekly private lessons that I worked out with the parents, and we'd work on specifically how can I communicate with this child.
Okay.
He's been with me for 4 years, and he was cited in the Loveland Trails magazine as their athlete of the month.
Oh wow. Okay.
He's an advanced belt now. He's getting close to his black belt.
Okay.
His coordination is skyrocketed. All I have to do now is, all right, John, I want you to run this, and pump it out.
Okay.
No problem. All right, I want you to do this spinning back kick. Spins, hits target.
Oh wow. Okay.
And he's does a fantastic job. I'm so proud of this guy.
Okay. Well, I'm not John, so I don't want to learn the spinning back kicks and whatnot. However, I do want you, if you mind, to show me just a little sample of what you do at Cincy Martial Arts. Can we do that?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
So I've
Okay, be easy, Tim. Be easy.
got some mitts for you.
Okay.
There's a left hand.
All right, left
Slide on
hand.
there.
My other left. Okay. So this is a first for Healing Conversations with Coach Vee. So just bear with us. Okay.
Just go for your right. Now these are more to protect your hands from injury, just in case it gets a little too
Yeah, I just got my nails
forceful.
done. So. Okay. All right.
So one of the things we'll do is say you're out on a date or you're with a guy and he's getting a little too forceful. He's not taking the hint to back off, leave me alone. I'm not interested. Stop talking to me.
Hold on, just so you don't get me in trouble. This is for example, because y'all know
Yes.
I'm married. Okay. All right.
Yes, she's not
No
going
problems.
anywhere.
Shout out to
Mr.
Ken
V.
Bay. Okay. Right, Mr. V. Okay.
Let's say he reaches out and he kind of grabs you by the hand to pull you in.
Oh,
Say, "Come here."
aggressive. Okay.
This is one of the more common grabs.
Okay.
Especially men will do because they want to grab on, they want control.
Right.
So what you can do is when they reach out,
Mhm.
what you're going to be most concerned about is where is their pinky.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is kind of rotate your hand out from the pinky
Okay.
up to the sky. So your hand to the sky, so just kind of
Okay.
point your finger straight up into the air.
Like this.
With a thumb. So sort of a big thumbs up.
Big thumbs up.
Thumbs up around my pinky.
Oh.
And then push straight down.
Oh. Okay, do it again. Okay, I got you. So like thumbs up, and then boom. Okay.
Now the harder you press it down at the end, it's actually going to turn my body and sort of spin me out and away.
Okay. So thumbs up. Now I'm gonna have it in my head. Thumbs up.
And see
Okay.
now, I'm turned away.
Yes.
From here, you can take your free hand.
Okay.
I want you to kind of lift up like a high five.
Okay.
What you're going to do is take the base of your palm heel. It's called a palm heel.
Okay.
You're going to press that into a target. Now this could be the temple,
Okay.
jawline, so the back of the jaw wants to turn here.
Okay.
Or even if this is someone, maybe it's a friend and they're just had a few too many drinks, they're not thinking straight. You don't want to hurt them.
Right.
You could even take the shoulder and just kind of push the shoulder, knocking them back.
Okay.
So there are aggressive and non-aggressive ways of handling this situation.
Okay. So I'm gonna go from a thumbs up, and then a flip over, like with pressure though,
Yep.
and then boom like that. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. Okay.
Come here.
Bow! Oh, a closed hand. Is that okay?
That's
I
fine
got
too.
caught in a moment. Okay, one more time.
No problem. Okay. And this is what when the people say the heat of the moment, this is what they're talking about.
Okay.
Things move very quick, and it's all about reaction.
Okay.
So in class, what we'll do is repeat the action many times over to sort of make it second nature. As soon as I feel this, bam, bam. Right. And things just happen.
Now I'm thinking about it. Okay. Bing! Yes! Did I get it?
Perfect.
Ow. Oh, cool beans. Cool beans. Okay. So, is there a name for that move?
We call it the snake.
The snake.
So when you wrap around the hand, you're kind of a snake climbing a tree, wrapping around all the way up. You can actually do more rotations and turn it into a grapple where you actually get up to the shoulder and lock the arm up.
Okay.
Instead of disengaging the grip.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to learn them lessons another day, cause let me get my position. Tim got me over here winded. Okay, so that was called the snake.
Yes.
So that's you. Now I'm gonna go back for a second. I feel empowered. I mean, even though we were just demonstrating, I feel like if I get locked in a situation and my wrist is grabbed, that I can get up out of that. Like that's the point of it, right?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So when you teach these techniques to the children, it's for that purpose, not to make them bad little kids and bullying, but to give them empowerment, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, oh my gosh, so the time always goes so fast. So I would like to give you an opportunity to tell us, everybody, where we can find Cincy Martial Arts.
At the moment, we're located over in the River Hills Church in Loveland. They're hosting us for the next about 3 to 6 months while we set up a permanent location. Again, I mentioned that the Cincy Martial Arts is a new endeavor.
Yes.
And this is also where the martial arts has helped me in my life.
Yes.
Pro Martial Arts in Loveland unexpectedly was closed down just this past holiday, so I was laid off.
So this is a new venture for Tim.
So I'm
taking
the bull by the horns.
Congratulations. So how can I get a hold of you?
You can reach me at timothyascisco@gmail.com.
Okay. How you spell Cisco?
Cisco.
Cisco. Okay. So in about 10 seconds, can you look into that camera and tell what kept you going, a mantra, an affirmation? Make sure we empower the viewers.
Yes, this is something my father used to always say, Mark Cisco. He said, if you love something and it gets hard, give it 3 more tries. If you find one instance in any of those times that you enjoyed something, you liked this, keep going.
Okay.
Keep doing it.
Okay.
Get through the hard points, because life isn't going to be easy by any means.
Yes.
Even the things we love the most are going to be a struggle. This goes for relationships, it goes for friendships, it goes for business, sport. Whatever you're into, nothing's going to be roses and candy every day.
This is true. I want to say hello to Pops, Mark Cisco.
Mark Cisco.
Hello, Mark Cisco. So, Tim, thank you so very much for gracing us with your presence, for teaching me the snake. I'm going to go practice that after we're done. And thank y'all for tuning in to YouTube at Healing Conversations with Coach Vee, for liking us on Facebook at Healing Conversations with Coach Vee. Tune in next week when I have another amazing, powerful guest. So, again, this is the conclusion of Healing Conversations with Coach Vee. With me, Coach Vee, certified life coach and personal growth expert with SVM Initiatives, LLC. We'll see you next time.